Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I'm doing an eyeshadow declutter. I had asked on my live that I did on Sunday whether you guys wanted to see a eyeshadow collection video or an eyeshadow palette declutter. And the majority ruled that you guys wanted to see a declutter. So here we are. This is the first eyeshadow declutter that I do on my channel. Normally I do it on my own and not film it, and that's how I normally do. But I've been trying to wean down my collection, as you guys know, and a lot of these I'm not getting use out of, even though I do love. There's nothing wrong with any of these. They still work perfectly fine, but I need to learn to let go of things that I am not using so then others can enjoy it and have fun with it. And I know that these are not just going to rot away and then I have to end up throwing them out. Before I get into this pile right here, I already have done one declutter of eyeshadow palette. So I took a picture of one, which I'm going to share with you guys on the screen in a second, but the other, a bunch that I decluttered, I forgot to take a picture of. I completely forgot, but I did count them and I meant to take a picture and I forgot. So far we have decluttered 12. So 12 I did not take pictures of, and I'm so sorry, but I know I counted that there was exactly 12. So now I'm going to put a picture on the screen of the ones that I did declutter already, and on the screen you will see 20 eyeshadow palettes that I have already decluttered. As you guys can see, the majority of these are drugstore. As you guys know, drugstore eyeshadows are the easiest for me to let go of just because they don't last on my eyes as long, and I rather get use out of my higher end and luxury eyeshadows, and of course indie brands, than my drugstore. And I rarely shop at the drugstore anymore just because of that reason. Since my first love is eyeshadows and they're not the best for me, I tend not to shop at the drugstore as much anymore. So as you guys can see, I decluttered all of my Rimmel, which was the last 4 that I did have. I already had decluttered the 5th one prior, and it broke my heart to let go of my Milani ones, but I wasn't getting use out of them, and I prefer the new Milani palettes that they recently came out with, the ones that are like 15 or 16 eyeshadow pans. I kept those and I got rid of these. So you see that I got rid of all of those. Those were gently used. They're all basically brand new. Then I ended up getting rid of my Kiko ones, which I rarely used as well. Kiko is no longer sold at my local Walmart, so there's no point in me keeping them since I wasn't reaching for them. Then I let go of that Butter London eyeshadow palette that came in my BoxyCharm. Never even bothered to touch it. I just figured, let me give it away to somebody else since I already had those colors in other formulas that I prefer more. The last 3 on the right are Morphe Old G ones. Those are like the 12S, the 12 pan ones that are like shimmery, the ones that were neutral, and then the one that was the dark smoky kind of grungy trend that you see nowadays. Those I kept, but then I realized there's no point in me keeping them. I'd rather use the 9 pan ones that they recently came out of that I have in my collection. So I got rid of those. And then the Bare Minerals duo you see at the end. I wasn't a fan of this duo, so I figured I'd give it to somebody else who would enjoy it. So on this picture you will see that there's 20 eyeshadow palettes basically that I have gotten rid of. So in total right now, if I'm doing my math correctly, it is 32 eyeshadow palettes so far that we already have gotten rid of. Now these right here, I think what I am going to do is share these as well as my singles in here, and then I'm also going to do still my monthly declutter that I normally do on a monthly basis because I have a lot of other things besides eyeshadows that I'm getting rid of. So before I get into this mess, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alex. I am an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Project Pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us. And now without further ado, let's get on with this declutter. By the way, you guys, are you excited? I got a C-stand to do this now. So excited. Okay, so these are the first 2 things I am gonna go ahead and get rid of. These are the Katy Perry CoverGirl shadow and highlighters. Never opened them, never used them. I don't even remember buying them, to be honest with you guys, but I have so many Milani color tattoos. You guys have seen my whole entire drawer full of them, so there's no point in me keeping these. They're brand new. I'd rather give them to somebody else who would get use out of them. So I am gonna go ahead and declutter both of these. They're not even open, so I'm not even going to bother to open them for you guys here just because I'd rather preserve it and give it to whoever's going to use it and enjoy them. These are the next singles that I am going to get rid of. They no longer make these, I don't think, and I don't think you can get them online either. These are Jane Cosmetics singles. They had a whole Jane line at Ulta years ago, you guys. I'm dating myself at this point. And I kept these 4 because I like the colors, but I have these colors in so many palettes and including in singles. I'm not reaching for these, but but these are great quality. I think that these somebody's gonna get great use out of. So I'd rather just go ahead and let these go. I'm sure some of you guys have seen, like, I'll swatch one of these just so you guys can see. This one's called Sunset. See how pretty that is? They are really, really nice, super soft, and they still perform really great. I'm not gonna reach for these. I'd rather give them to somebody else. So I am also going to go ahead and declutter these 4. All right, so these are the last of my singles that I will be decluttering. This is from Total Intensity Prestige line. Prestige used to be sold at Rite Aid. I don't know if they still sell them at Rite Aid. These are amazing. I ended up getting these at Kmart. I had the full color collection, and these were the 3 that survived the beginning of this year's declutter. I decluttered a lot in January, and these 3 survived, but I'm not reaching for these. And again, I have these in other palettes and singles, so there's no point. There's nothing unique about these. This is like a greenish gold, a bronze, and then a red coppery shade. So I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna get use out of these. I think these are amazing quality. If you have these are great. It's just I'm not reaching for them, so I'm gonna go ahead and let these go as well. Now moving on to palettes. These are the first 2. I had done a Shop My Stash, used these, really enjoyed them, but I have to be honest and blunt with myself. Since then, I haven't reached these. I am reaching for other things a lot more, and these are gently used, basically brand new. Somebody will get use out of them. They're beautiful everyday colors, but they're not your typical browns. So I think somebody will get use out of these. So these are the first 2. It breaks my heart. Honestly, a lot of these are breaking my heart, but I have to do what I have to do. I need to preserve my space. I don't want to add any more storage, and I have to keep what I'm going to use if I want to wean down my collection and stop buying more. Now the same goes for these NYX ones. These 4 right here are amazing. There is absolutely nothing wrong. I weaned down the ones I did not like, and I kept these 4 because I thought I would get use out of them, but again, I'm not reaching for them. These 3 are the Avant Pop formula. These 2 right here were for limited edition on a holiday. This is still available, I'm pretty sure, and this one's still available. I actually just recently featured this one in my top fall favorite palettes, and this is still my favorite. I still like this one, but going through my collection, I have found similar shades like this in other palettes that I reach for more. There's absolutely nothing wrong, but I have to be cutthroat about this, so that's why I'm letting these go. It breaks my heart. This line from NYX is amazing. If you want to purchase any NYX palettes, the Perfect Filter line is so good. Their quality is very, very good compared to other brands that I have tried. These are really, really good, but I know somebody else is gonna love these more, so I'm gonna go ahead and let these 4 go as well. Never in a million years did I think I would let go of these, but I am, you guys. These are the Carly Bible palettes. I bought this one originally, and then I bought the deluxe one to compare for you guys and for my channel. This is what it looks like. You guys can see it is practically brand new. I used it maybe 3 times at most, and I don't even think I used the highlighter shades at all in this one. And then the same goes for this one. This one was just more of the deluxe version, the bigger version of it that came with a mirror, and again, not reaching for it. Super beautiful. I really enjoyed these. They're not the best quality, but they still worked well, and it still has its sleeve. I think somebody else really is going to enjoy these and love these. I'm not reaching for them. It breaks my heart. I'm not reaching for them. It's nothing to do with Carly. It's just I'm not using these. Next palette I have here is an IT Cosmetics one. This one, it's like the Vitality something or other. Somehow I ended up with 2 of these, so I am going to let go of this one. This one was gently used. These are the shades that came in here. Really good quality as far as IT Cosmetics. I mean, this is an older palette. It still works fine. I have swatched these just to make sure. I've sanitized it. I think somebody else is gonna get better use out of it. I have a brand new one of this that you will see in my eyeshadow collection video. And even in that video I mentioned I was deciding on decluttering it, and I did. I ended up decluttering it, so technically 2 of these are leaving, the same exact one, just one that's brand new, and I already found a family member who's going to take that one, so this one is the other one. So technically count these as 2. This one, again, I inherited. I already have this one, so there's no need of me keeping both. This is the Too Faced Matte Eyes. There's nothing wrong with this one. Yes, it's an older palette, but it still works perfectly fine, and I think somebody is going to get more use out of it than I would, and I already have it, so there's no point of keeping 2, considering how long it takes to pan an eyeshadow, especially for me. So this one's also going to be leaving. I'm sure somebody's going to get very much use out of that. All right, so you guys, I have 4 palettes from the Balm here, and these are killing me to do, but I'm gonna do it because I'm just not reaching for them. There's nothing wrong with them. I don't know if I'm gonna end up selling these. These are all brand new, never been used, never been touched. First one is the Bambini one. These are just, it's very simple and basic. There's no point in me keeping this. Then it has a cream and a gloss down here that has never been touched, and it's separate from here. This is a brand new palette, never been touched. So I don't know, I might end up selling this one, I'm not sure, but that's the first one. And then these 4 right here. This was a series, you guys can see. This one's the first one, second, third, and this was a special edition one. So I'll share with you guys what these are. These are shadows. These can be used as shadows or liners. So here's the first one. This was special edition. See how it's just basic, never been touched. Then this one is the first Shadow Lady. This is more of that grungy look that you see nowadays. How things repeat themselves, not only in fashion. Here's the other one, number 3, and this one's number 2. I'm just not reaching for these, you guys. Never been touched, never been swatched. It's just, I need to learn to let go of these. So I think these I might end up selling, I'm not sure, or maybe do a giveaway. I don't know. I don't know about these yet, but these 5 are also leaving. This palette, I recently did a ranking my palettes, and this was included in there. This is a recent purchase, but this doesn't really hurt me to let go just because it was only $5. So somebody else is gonna get use out of this. This is great for those that want color but don't want it to be so in your face as far as pigmentation. These have hit or misses. I really like it. The mirror on this is the reason why I kept it, as well as the packaging itself. Look how pretty that is. It just stands on its own. It's really good. These are hit or misses, and I'm reaching for other colorful palettes over this. There is no point in me keeping it. Whether I keep it now, I'm not gonna reach for it, and it'll end up being decluttered in the future. I can almost guarantee that. So there's no point in me keeping it. So I am gonna let this one go. I have a feeling somebody's really gonna like this one. So this is another one. These 2 palettes, I have no idea how I missed these. You guys can see the fan going over here. So this one's the natural ones. I've never touched these. My kid opened up, I don't know what was here, because my child got in here, but it is still sealed, you guys. It still has the plastic on there. These have never been swatched, so somebody will definitely like this one, as well as the sultry one. Same situation with the sultry one. I don't know what was in here. I guess a brush or something, I don't know. But I didn't even have these in my collection itself. These were elsewhere, and I didn't realize I had these. So I'm going to let go of both of these. I'm not gonna get use out of them. There's no point in me keeping them. Last 2, you guys, I don't know how this one stayed here, but I knew this one. This is the OG Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, you guys. I had used this recently in a video where I was letting you guys guess what brand I was using, and I liked it. It's just I have too many of these colors. There's no point. I know somebody else is going to enjoy them. I think it's pretty, but it's redundant in my collection. So I'm officially letting this one go. And there's a little Jaclyn Hill thing. And then the other one, I thought I decluttered this. How did this one stay? I don't know. I was going through and I thought I had decluttered. This is the 35T. Obviously you guys can see I never used it. So this is leaving. I don't know how I missed this in my last declutter. But this one's also going to go, and I'm almost positive. I have a feeling my sister's gonna want this because this is her type of shades. All right, guys, I zoomed you out. So in total, I counted, there's 20 palettes. There's 7 single shadows right here, and then 2 cream shadows. So if I add 20 plus 32, that is 52 eyeshadow palettes alone I let go, plus 7 singles and 2 cream shadows, you guys. That is amazing. 52 palettes. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that's how much I let go of. Can you guys imagine how many eyeshadow palettes I will be sharing with you guys probably next week in my eyeshadow palette collection if I'm letting go of 52. 32 have already left, and I have 20 here. That is a lot of eyeshadow palettes. This alone is probably 5 people's eyeshadow palette collection. So I'm happy these are going to find new homes though. That's the whole point, that I'm happy these are going to find new homes. And if I don't find homes for these, I can always send them to Beauty Share, because they will take eyeshadow palettes, they'll sanitize them, and most of these are brand new, so it doesn't, you know, they'll find somebody to have these. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave other videos up on the screen if you're interested to continue your journey with me. Until then, bye guys.